So in this session, we'll focus on the summary of the tools and techniques that is used for the project charter creation. And consider this are the let's say the key inputs and tools, techniques and outputs, which is summarized on one graph, as you could see here in front of you, including the business documents as an inputs, the EFs and the OPAs as the inputs. You can use the tools such as the expert judgment, data gathering, and some of these interpersonal team skills, meetings, also the facilitation techniques, so when creating the project charter. And the key outputs, as we've mentioned before, when developing the project charter as one of the key processes involved in the initiating a process group, the outputs here you can consider the project charter and the assumption log. So when creating a project charter involves, leveraging different tools and techniques to ensure the alignment, clarity, and stakeholders buy-in decisions. The key ITTOs, as we have highlighted here, such as the facilitation techniques, expert judgment, provides a structured and a precision in this process. Let's have more understanding of the facilitation techniques and the project charter creation. So, as we highlighted before, the facilitation techniques are essential for guiding the discussions, especially during the brainstorming sessions or the stakeholder alignment meetings. These methods used to encourage collaboration and help to identify the key objectives and constraints for the project charter. The next tool here we have is the expert judgment and the project charter development. So expert judgment, you can define it as, informed advice from the experienced professionals. And the example here are involved such as the, having a consultation with industry expert or senior management inputs. And the key benefits that you might expect when using the expert judgment as a main tool here, you can reduce the risks and enhance the quality of the charter. So again, the expert judgment is a cornerstone of when creating the project charter. By consulting the experienced professionals, project teams can anticipate the challenges or refine the objectives and ensure the alignment with the organizational strategy. The next tool here we have talked about is the brainstorming sessions for the project charter creation. So the key purpose for this tool or the brainstorming tool is to generate ideas and solution in a more collaborative way. And the key processes involved in brainstorming, including, you need to encourage the open discussions and prioritize the ideas, also to document these results that have been agreed upon. And the outcome of this brainstorming sessions might include, clear project objectives and constraints. Brainstorming sessions are effective way to identify the project needs and fostering an open and collaborative environment, so the teams can uncover innovative approaches and gain the stakeholder alignment. Also, an important tool here you can use is the document analysis when you are creating the project charter. So, document analysis involves reviewing any existing documents like the business case or the agreement or any historical data that's been used by other project managers or other projects. And that will ensure that the charter is grounded in reality and aligned with the organization goals. The key sources here you can use when performing a document analysis, as we say that you can use the business case or historical data or other project templates. The key processes involved on document analysis by reviewing and analyzing the relevant documents to extract any insights. The outcome here you can expect when doing a document analysis, which is a comprehensive and informed project charter. What are exactly the interpersonal and team skills and with its role? So, as we highlighted before, that strong interpersonal and team skills are very important in project charter development. So, effective communication and conflict resolution builds the consequences and foster the trust, ensuring that all of the stakeholders are aligned. Some of these skills involved in interpersonal and team skills, including, as we mentioned and highlighted before, the conflict resolution. Also, one of the skills is active listening and also negotiation. And that will impact the project and will enhance the project stakeholders' trust and ensures the clarity on the project charter. One of the, again, of the important tools here is the data gathering techniques. So these techniques include such as surveys or interviews and focus groups. And it's been used to collect any stakeholder input and also to understand the stakeholder expectations. And you can expect as an outcome here, you can ensure that the project charter aligns with the project objectives and the stakeholder needs. And that will, ensure that the project managers understand the stakeholder needs. And these insights are critical for drafting a project charter that reflects the project objectives accurately. Now let's talk about the importance of combining tools to create an effective project charter. So combining tools such as brainstorming, facilitation techniques, and document analysis and expert judgment enhances the efficiency and effectiveness of the project charter creation. And this integrated approach ensures that a balanced and well-informed charter. Take an example here. You might think of using the brainstorming to generate the ideas, the facilitation tool to align the stakeholder with the project objectives and the organization goals. And also you can, for example, use the document analysis to have a more insight about the previous projects that were implemented successfully. So integrating all of these multiple tools will enhance and will ensure a better outcomes of your project implementation. What you might face as a challenges in using these tools and techniques when creating the project charter. So you can consider as some of these challenges considering the misalignment with the stakeholder expectation, also the limited access to the expert judgment, which is in your organization, or the historical data. You might not have any historical data about any of these projects. You might also, consider to use one of these tools and ignore the other tools, without having a combination of these tools, which can, create a challenge for you to understand the stakeholder needs and the end user needs by only, using only a single techniques. So overcoming these challenges requires adaptability and leveraging a multiple approaches to ensure that you have a well, let's say, defined requirement understanding of the project charter with its needs and with its alignment to the business object. Summarize our session here, it's that we have discussed the importance of facilitation techniques and the key tools involved and the key inputs and outputs of when developing the project charter. Also, we've discussed the combination of these tools, which leads to a comprehensive project charter development and addressing the challenges within when developing the project charter ensures the project success. By following all of these, steps, these project teams can produce a robust and an actionable project charter.